So now that you have subscribed to the UI UX design, the high income UI UX design program, what is the next thing that is expected of you? So this video is an onboarding that is going to walk you through what you should expect from this course and what you should do to succeed. My intention and my goal is to help you launch a successful UI UX design career. And what we call success when it comes to the tech space is you being able to transfer your skill into cash. So I don't want you to be a struggling UI UX designer. I want you to learn, master the skill, and learn how to convert your skill into cash, especially USD paying jobs. So let's get right in. First thing I would like you to know is, why are you here? Why are you here? If we're in a live section, this would have been the point where students get to introduce themselves and tell us. But if I will go into your mind to tell you why you are here, I know why you are here. You are here because you want to learn UI UX design. That's the simple reason why you are here. But that's not all. You want to learn how to land foreign jobs. You don't want to be a struggling UI UX designer. You don't want to be a struggling tech person. So you want to learn in a place whereby once you finish learning, you also learn how to get jobs. Like using one stone to kill two birds. That's amazing. Another reason why you are here is because you want to be a person of value. I've always learned that when you increase your value, you increase your worth. So if you become a person of value after going through this training, definitely your worth is going to increase, especially your earnings. So you have registered for this training because you want to be a person of value, and that's amazing. Another reason why I'm very sure you are here is because you want to learn from an expert. There's this saying that when you follow somebody that knows where he's going, you won't be stranded, right? In pidgin English, say follow who no road. You are coming here because you want to learn from an expert, right? So let's get right in. This is a 6 weeks program of learning. It's 6 weeks, 6 weeks of learning, but generally it's going to be over 2 months, right? And our meeting will be beyond the 6 weeks. But just take note that it is 6 weeks of learning. So it's a 6 weeks UI design training program. Remember, it's not just UI design you are learning. Is fully packed. The high income year exam program is made up of the skill part, that's the technical skill of design. Then it's also made up of the mastery phase. Then we'll now move into mastery phase where you get to talk about your portfolio, how to build what you have done, and all of that. So we'll now move into the job acquisition phase. So the first phase, which is the 6 weeks training program, is where you get to understand UI UX design in details, right? You get to understand it in details. And what is expected of you, like I said, this onboarding class is to tell you what you should expect from the course and what is expected of you to succeed. So what is expected of you to succeed in course of this secret is, one, active participation. So you need to actively engage in discussions. This is not a time to, if I wanted you to learn on your own, there would have been no point adding you to a support group, right? There would have been no point holding live sessions. So this is not something you were born with. You are learning a new skill, right? So one of the ways to succeed is by actively participating in the community, right? You need to actively engage in discussion. Don't be a one-man show kind of person. Don't separate yourself, right? Ask questions, contribute to group activities and exercise. Another thing that is expected of you to succeed in this program is for you to do your homework. I tell people I train that you don't know design by learning, you know design by doing, by designing, right? So in course of the program, there's going to be a task every week for the 6 weeks, which will be your assignment. So when you learn a particular topic, you'll be required to do an assignment on that topic, so that you won't just say, I've learned this thing. No, no, you will do it with your own hand, and you'll be happy with yourself when you're able to get it done. The exercises are not difficult, they are something you can handle. And trust me, they are not basic, right? The way I teach in my training, I teach in a way that anybody can understand, anybody that want to understand. And once you learn it, you will just see yourself doing something amazing. So one of the things that will help you succeed is your commitment to doing your assignments and your homework, right? You are required to complete assigned exercises. Each week has a task. Each week has yeah why a task, yeah, and there's a time frame for that. Then lastly, what is expected of you is collaboration, right? Let me give you a secret. In communities like this where you've joined, if you've joined already, if you've not joined, I'll be sending you the link to join the community. When people know your abilities, what you can do, collaboration is going to be easy, right? Let me give you this for free. When there are humans, right, there are opportunities, diverse opportunity. When people start seeing your work on the platform, like, oh, you do your tasks, you submit and all of that, maybe a colleague might know somebody that wants to do design, right? And the colleague is not too strong to handle the job, but because they've been seeing you as an active person, right, they get to give you the job to do and probably take a commission. In most cases, they don't even take commissions, right? But even if they do, it won't be so much. But because of your participation and your activity, opportunities can come your way. So be ready to collaborate. It's going to help you succeed very fast. And tech is not a one-man show, right? We grow by um, connecting with others, right? So collaboration, you need to foster collaborative learning environment. You understand? You can share your knowledge, you can support fellow participants and all of that. Collaborate. So why am I the best person to teach you? Let me give you an example. So while I'm even saying this picture you see here is Ezekiel. I've been mentioning Ezekiel all this while. Thank God is his back I'm showing. Amazing picture, right? I remember I had an interview with Ezekiel when he just started getting jobs. So his designs were amazing and all of that. So one day I was like, you can know some persons come to learn from me, right? And probably they've learned UI design somewhere, but I had to call Ezekiel. Is it my course that you learned all this thing from? Like, did you know design before? Ezekiel said he was an absolute novice. He didn't know anything about it until he met me, right? But this is him now working as a professional, as a person of value. Ezekiel works with a foreign company. Currently, you can see him, he's doing his design. So he's doing amazing things. So he came from a zero knowledge of design, zero knowledge of UI UX, and he went through my mentorship. And today he's doing a lot. He's not the only one that I've raised, and there are a lot of testimonials. But the goal of this onboarding is to let you know how you can also succeed. So if Ezekiel succeeded, you too can succeed. All right, let me talk about myself in a few. So this was me when I wasn't in tech. You understand? This was me. As at this point, I was doing my 40K per month job. It was hectic. You can see how lean I was then, right? But then I had to make a move like you've just made, and the move was to learn a skill, a high income skill. What made me learn this skill was because I understood that your earnings most time depends on the value you are offering. So I wanted to offer more value. That is why I had to learn the skill. And I'm sure most of you come in here to learn, want to increase your value, right? If it's right, say right. Awesome. So when I learned I was living in this place at some point in my life, you see my laptop, you see me on the bed trying to find my life. So this was my own journey. It was a long journey of figuring out things. And it took me a while because there was no mentorship, and that's the advantage you have. So if you feel in course of this program you are your fault, because I'm out here to hold you by your hands. I'm out here to mentor you. Let me even say this for your information. Mentorship is how did they even say it is a vertical relationship, right? Somebody is up, the other person is down. So the person down is trying to draw the person up. The person up rather is trying to draw the person down to come up, right? But if the person down is not stretching his hand up, it means he's not interested to come up, right? If a child wants to be carried by an elderly person, the elderly person stretch forth his hand to lift up the child, while the child raise his hand to come up, right? That's how mentorship works. I didn't have that in course of my growth process, because I had to learn a lot by myself, pay for courses, pay for online trainings, try to get information and all of that. I didn't have someone directly. Even till today, I don't have somebody that if I'm stuck, I can just quickly call, like somebody ahead of me, because it's been a lot of figuring out things myself, learning from people distantly and all of that. And it has helped me a lot, right? Yeah, but now you have more than I had, right? You currently have more than I had at my own time of learning. And guess what? Even when you be learning in the course, I didn't learn up to that when I was learning, but I succeeded. So if you have much more than I got when I was learning, and now you have me as your mentor, right? You shouldn't fail in course of this program. I want a situation whereby if we're recording successful students, right, you should be part of them. Yes, I mean you should be part of them if you are recording successful students. So this was me when I was starting out, and now things have changed. You can now see a whole lot. I don't want to show a lot about my house, right? But imagine living here before now, and now I'm staying in a place like this. Also, when I was furnishing the apartment, you can see I now earn in dollars. You can see I work with. I'm just giving you snippet of what the life look like right now. So imagine moving from the 40K lifestyle to what it's going on currently. So if you work for me without mentorship, without so much of what's it called, holding of hand, I went all out to get this right. I'm telling you this so that you have a particular attitude as you want to pursue this career, right? So if it work for me, it can work for you. You understand? That's not all. You can still see me in clients meeting with clients and all of that. So the tech space is a place that if you know what you are doing, you shouldn't struggle. And I'm here to help you know what to do. That's the sole purpose of this mentorship. It's not just the norm of buying a course, right? Of course, I'm giving you a recorded video to learn at your pace, or you are getting beyond that. And I'm not just teaching you UX design, I'm teaching you. Let me tell you another thing you need to know about tech in 2025. Tech is all about information, right? So people struggle because of lack of information. So signing up for this training and coming under my mentorship, we unveil a lot of information, or it will give you access to a lot of information, right? Information about where to get the jobs, information about how to write the messages, information about how to master the skill, information about what to do, even pricing. Some of my students reach out to me today. When they get a job, they don't know how to price, how to build the client. They come to me, I guide them. They are stuck, they come to me. So you have access to a lot, right? You have access to a lot. So all you just need to do right now is you need to decide to take responsibility. That's all I ask of you. Decide to take responsibility. The fact that you paid for a course does not mean you will succeed. I tell you the truth for free. That you paid for a course or a mentorship does not mean, it doesn't guarantee success. What guarantees success is a decision to take responsibility, a decision to own your journey. Let me give you an example. If you subscribe to a gym, right? Maybe you paid 1 month subscription and you don't go for the gym classes or sessions, will you lose weight? Of course not. You must decide to take up the responsibility of going to your sessions, doing what your instructor is asking you to do. That's how you can lose weight. That's how you can get results. Same thing applies when it comes to learning a skill or learning a trade, right? A craft. If you don't take responsibility to succeed, if you have other options, maybe your design will not work for you. But if you want to succeed in this part, all I ask you to do is take responsibility. So let's look at what the mentorship roadmap will look like. Like I said, it's beyond just a course. I've taken courses that I never had contact with the person I bought the training for. In fact, one of the first course I took was expert. That was in 2022. I paid 60,000 naira at that time to learn. Trust me, I didn't even have the number of the course creator. You understand? But I was hungry for information. I didn't even bother about the course creator. What I was particular about was the information inside that training. But you are getting beyond information. You have access to me, and don't mess up the access you have to me, because some people will say, "Oh, because I have access to the instructor now, you want to bring in laziness, right? So I should be begging you. I won't beg you to learn your course, right? I won't do those follow up for you. If you don't take, let me go back. If you don't choose to take responsibility to do what is expected of you, don't expect me to be running around you, right? Oh, have you done your assignment? Please do it now. You won't get that from me, because it's a lot in the tech space. So responsibility is what is key, right? So this is the roadmap of the mentorship. First of all, we'll start by learning UX. Is UI UX, right? So we'll learn the UX part of the training, where I get to teach you about user research. I'll teach you about research presentation. I will teach you about design thinking. How do you go about your design? I'll teach you about user survey and how to do presentation on my. You learn a lot, how to use Google Form to search about your prospective user. A whole lot of information will be shared with you in this section. When we are done with the UX part, because some people that will do free courses, right? Maybe go to YouTube, go online, they might just be learning only UI, but UX is also important, right? UX is not Figma. UX is where you get to use, as the name implies, user experience, where you get to know about the users you are designing for. So the next thing is, when you are done with the UX, we'll move over to the UI part, where you get to learn about Figma environment. You learn how to build components. You learn how to build design systems. You learn how to build a whole lot of reusable components. You learn layout of designs, structures of designs, and all of that, how to use AI, how to use plugins, how to come up with design mockups. A whole lot you'll be learning in course of the UI part. I'll teach you a lot, because yeah, let me even say this. Okay, we'll get there. So another thing we'll be talking about is the project. Once you are done with UI and UX, there's going to be a project for you, not just one. You'll be doing two projects. The first project is going to be a general project, right? Where everybody is going to design a particular solution, right? Your second project will be a personal project. Remember, talked about portfolio. If you know how to get a job, you know how to write the application, you know how to reach out to the prospective client, but you don't have a design to show. Tech is not about certificate. Tech is about certificate. What can you do? Show us proof. Not even what can you do. Show us what you have done. What have you done? So these two projects we build portfolio. You can do mass, you keep moving in this part, right? But with the structure of the mentorship, you have two projects at least to show your prospect. Of course, sometimes your first project may not be too amazing, but what people look out for when they see an entry level designer do a project, they want to see your confidence in converting an idea into a solution. That confidence of designing from end to end is what people are particular about. It means, okay, if they give you something, your design may not be amazing. Of course, some person's design, first design, used to be mind blowing, right? But even if yours is not, yours should be. Your design should be amazing. But even if it's not, my first design wasn't superb. I remember when I reached out to somebody. When I finished, I was struggling to get a job. I reached out to a senior designer, and he was like, "Show me what you've done." Like I said, it's not about, they didn't say, "Give me a certificate that you finished learning." Show me what you've done. So when I showed him my design, I was like, Prince, don't worry, just keep designing. The more you design, you will get better. And that was what he said. He didn't employ me that period. But after a while, he asked for my designs again. When I sent him, because I took his advice, I kept designing. I had improved in my design skill. So I got an offer from him. Long story cut short, That was my first ever Nigerian job and UI UX design job. Let's continue. So people are interested about what you've done, not the certificate. So that's why these two projects will serve as your portfolio. So take it serious. Take it serious. Take it serious. The next thing in the roadmap is skill mastery. Is one thing to know how things are done, is another thing to do it, is another thing again to do it well. So I've known that okay, this is how to build a button. Next thing is I will build a button. Then after I build a button, I'll now learn how to build buttons well. So skill mastery, we'll get to the skill mastery part where after you finish learning, probably you've completed both the UI and UX, you will start implementing the knowledge because during the training, as you learn, you design. That's knowing how to do it, right? But skill mastery is okay, we finish learning, no extra tasks. We'll now get to a phase where I'll be giving you screens to redesign and all of that so you can master your skill. Then we'll go to when we are done, once you are good enough, your first project is ready, then you get into your next project, we can now start discussing about job acquisition. Let me do a disclaimer at this point. I know some persons probably are paid for this training because they want to learn how to get jobs, right? They're already good designers. They don't just know how to find their way in the job space. If you are like that, I will advise you go straight to the job acquisition, right? Don't waste your time trying to learn UI design again. So reach out to me and tell me, oh, Mr. Prince, my own case is job, not skill, right? I paid you to come close to you so that you can teach me how to get a job. So I'll now take you straight to the job acquisition information, right? But if you are an absolute beginner, don't reach out to me. If not, you will mess up the whole stuff. Learn it first, then once it's time, the right time, we'll get into this part. But if your problem is job acquisition, right? Come straight to me. Come straight to me. Let's sort that out. You understand? So right now, let's take a look at what the training material looks like. I told you, I'm going to give you access to a recorded video. I'll add you to a group. Then where we'll be getting information. I'll be taking questions and we'll be holding our bi-monthly classes. So I'll just show you what the information looks like. Let me go. This is 6 weeks. It's a Google Drive, so you have nothing to worry. You can see it, right? 6 weeks UI UX design. So we have week one, week two. I had to put the videos in this form so that if we follow the 6 week schedule, we should finish up this whole stuff, right? If you open week one, you will see day one, day two. I'm trying to open it. You see day one, day two, and day three. What's going on here? Hold on, I'm trying to open it. Is it my network? Oh, why is this happening? Okay, when it opens, I need you to see what's inside. But just like we have week one, week two, week three, week four, week five, week six, each week has 3 days. Just the way we did in the 2 weeks class, we did we learned, we went for a break, we came back the next day, we went for a break. That break you have in between is for you to do your tax, right? Some persons might be very fast. They can finish the one and the two in one day, or even the 3 days in one day, because some of these videos are just 1 hour max, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. So you can finish if you are very hungry to succeed in this part, you can finish up week one in 2 days in one day, right? Then you do your tax. This time around, we didn't I'm not doing it in a way that once you finish learning, you do a tax. The tax comes at the end of the week, right? So once you've taken day one, day two, and day three, why I don't know why this thing is not opening, honestly. Um, maybe let me reload it. Probably there's a mix. Okay, maybe there. Okay, it should open now. Still not opening. Let's not take our time on this, but this is what the training looks like. This is what it looks like. The 6 weeks UI design training, week one, week two, then this folder, the foreign client acquisition is not here, but I'm going to show you what it looks like also. So when you are done taking, okay, for the program, this is where you find your project. I'll give you more details on your project. That's the general project. Then for the personal project, as at the time you complete your general project, during the course of your training, one of the sections we'll have will be for you to find out a solution you like to solve using the UI UX design, right? But the first project to be a general project everybody is working on. So you choose your second project, tell us what you want to do, and you get on it. Remember, the goal is to build your portfolio. All right, so I have a little of motion designs inside here, UI UX design, motion design. So for the job acquisition, that's the training on Upwork. So on my YouTube channel is locked, is private because I don't want people that you can see it and look at this. It's private currently. I don't want people that are not serious for information to just access it for free and they don't use it for anything. So let's not make the what's it called, this kind of costly information. Let's not just throw it outside, right? Want to make it discreet. So I locked it. You have access for, so for those of you that probably you already know the skill and you want to go straight to the job. So yeah, I thought the mentality of a freelancer. I thought how to win more jobs on Upwork. I thought how to optimize your profile. I thought about how to find the best niches, best job on Upwork. I thought about winning proposal, right? How to write a winning proposal and all of that, the kind of message that will make prospective clients not ignore you. I will teach you how to write all of those things. Then I'll show you how to combine Upwork and LinkedIn together to stand the chance to get more jobs, right? So that's how it works. So a lot of information here to move you from an absolute beginner to a successful UI UX designer. So let's come back to our slide. Don't want this to be more than 30 minutes. No, that's not where I'm going. Okay, so we've seen inside the course already, and following the roadmap, we can finish that in 6 weeks. So, what's the training schedule like? So, basically, asking when are we starting? Bro, sis, you are starting immediately after this onboarding. You understand? So, why you learn at your own pace? The course is designed for you to learn at your own pace, all right? But we have a training schedule so that everybody will follow it religiously. The only thing you are permitted to do is to stay ahead of everybody. You are not permitted to be behind. We shouldn't be looking for you. So if probably okay for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for week one, according to the video, by Wednesday you are done with Monday, Wednesday, and Friday because Friday you're already taking the next week. Amazing. We want it like that. But if you can't be very fast, you follow everybody the way we're moving. Ensure you take your trainings each day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Then we'll be also having a bi-monthly live sections where I'll come 2 times a month on a Sunday, you understand, and we would do designs, we would take questions and do a whole lot of stuff in the bi-monthly session. But you don't need to wait for the bi-monthly session to ask questions if you have any. You don't need to wait for that. You can ask me questions at any point when you are stuck, and I'll be out here to help you. Trust me. So finally, I want to really believe and hope that what I've done in these 30 minutes, right? This 30 minutes onboarding session has provided you with a clear understanding of the UI UX design program. We have to look inside the course so you see what to expect. So if you have further questions, please do not hesitate to ask. And trust me, I wish you a successful and enriching learning experience. It's an amazing thing to learn with a community, right? It's an amazing thing to learn with a community, and that's what I'm making available to you. Some of the things I'm giving you, probably I didn't get them when I was going, rising in my tech journey, but then trying to figure out things made me learn that these things are very important. That's why I'm making them available to you. Like I said, if you have further questions on how to go about your training and how to be successful, please ask me and I'll be out there to help you. Thank you very much for staying to the